my dollars make it hurt.
People often associate Mercedes-Benz with understated luxury, but its AMG division seems determined to shake off any preconceptions of subtlety. Enter the 2025 Mercedes-AMG GLE class, a model that aims to be both sophisticated and thrilling. The GLE 53 and GLE 63S variants share a heritage of high-octane performance, yet they appeal to distinct types of drivers. If you lean toward the GLE 53, you get a turbocharged inline-six engine with an output rumored around 429 horsepower, a figure some say is perfect for daily drives that still demand an adrenaline rush. But if you crave a beastly edge, the GLE 63S, featuring a twin-turbocharged V8 generating around 603 horsepower, might be your match. However, raw power isn't the only thing that has people talking. Mercedes-AMG has allegedly fine-tuned its mild hybrid system, aiming for smoother torque delivery and, surprisingly, a slight bump in fuel economy. Enthusiasts are already speculating about potential tuning controversies. Some suggest that the hybrid system could be more trouble than it's worth if maintenance costs spike. Yet, the brand has a knack for making complexity feel seamless. Inside the cabin, the GLE refuses to be overshadowed. Dual digital displays wrap around the driver, sport seats embrace you with Nappa leather, and new color schemes, like carmine red or yacht blue, promise a statement of individuality. Some purists question whether such vibrant shades dilute Mercedes' traditionally classy feel. Others argue it's a necessary step to stay fresh and modern. The biggest potential shocker? Maintenance and reliability rumors. AMG models, while revered, have sometimes been labeled high maintenance. Critics wonder if the 2025 iteration will finally address these concerns, or if owners should brace themselves for a hefty wallet drain. For many, though, the sheer power and luxury might just be worth the risk. But that isn't the only brand stirring excitement. In a market flooded with compact crossovers, the Mazda CX-5 has long been considered the stylish underdog with a driver-focused feel. Now, the 2025 CX-5 arrives with a twist, a newly introduced base trim called S, which promises to make this model more accessible than ever. However, questions linger. Did Mazda trim down certain standard features to keep costs low? Fan forums are buzzing about the possibility of cut corners in base models. While Mazda denies any reduction in quality, skeptics point to missing features that higher trims used to include by default. Still, others applaud Mazda for offering an even lower price point, believing it'll invite a broader audience to appreciate the brand's famously nimble handling and engaging drive. What's clearly a boost for 2025 is the tech refresh. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and USB-C ports come standard on more trims, while a surround view camera and front and rear parking sensors adorn the higher-end versions. The discontinuation of the non-turbo premium trim might sadden some fans, but Mazda insists it has refined the trim layout to streamline the buying experience. Yet, not everyone thinks these changes are enough to stand out in a brutal competition against giants like Toyota and Honda. Can the CX-5's signature blend of agility and understated charm carry it into another successful year, or could it fade behind bolder rivals? One thing's for sure, Mazda remains determined, and the CX-5's loyal fanbase won't abandon it easily. And that's just the beginning. Up next, we've got rumors swirling around a mysterious BMW release. When BMW teased a higher-tier luxury SUV above the XM, the automotive world took notice. The XM already pushed boundaries with its radical styling and formidable performance. Now, rumors suggest the 2025 BMW X8 might be even more exclusive, focusing on refined luxury while still boasting serious power. Some whisper about a twin-turbocharged 4.4-liter V8 hybrid system that could offer around 644 horsepower. An eye-catching figure, though possibly less dramatic than the XM's raw, track-leaning setup. What has fans biting their nails is the rumored price tag, speculated to hover near $160,000. For many, that's a step into a rarefied space typically occupied by top-tier models from Bentley or Lamborghini. Is BMW overreaching by launching another ultra-luxurious SUV, or is there enough demand for a more comfort-focused alternative to the XM? Design-wise, the X8 is said to mirror the coupe-like silhouette popularized by the X6, but with an even sleeker roofline. Skeptics question whether this approach compromises practicality or interior space, particularly rear headroom. But brand loyalists love the idea of a true statement SUV that exudes both elegance and subtle aggression. Truth be told, BMW has pulled off similar feats before. Controversy also swirls around the possibility that the X8 could overshadow the upcoming iX electric SUV, overshadowing BMW's EV ambitions. With governments worldwide pushing stricter emissions regulations, Some wonder if releasing another V8-based SUV is the right move. BMW's response? Luxury and performance remain a core part of its identity, and electrification will integrate at its own pace. But BMW isn't alone in trying to blend tradition with modern sensibilities. Volvo has spent decades carving out a reputation for safety and minimalist elegance. The XC90 exemplifies that ethos, but with over 10 years on a single platform, critics say it's time for something fresh. Finally, the brand has revealed details about a refreshed 2025 version, and it seems Volvo is determined to prove that you can refine a classic without losing its essence. Updates include subtle exterior restyling, an enhanced interior with improved sound insulation, and an 11.2-inch infotainment display. Volvo loyalists appreciate that the brand hasn't gone overboard, retaining the hallmark Scandinavian simplicity. However, some question if Volvo is playing it too safe, especially in a market where flashier competitors often steal the spotlight with flamboyant features. Then there's the question of powertrains. The XC90 continues to offer a standard 4-cylinder with 247 horsepower, a supercharged version delivering 295 horsepower, and a plug-in hybrid pushing 455 horsepower and an estimated 33 miles of electric-only range. Environmental advocates praise the brand's commitment to hybrid technology, while performance enthusiasts argue these engines can't match the torque or excitement of larger displacement engines. Safety remains a central talking point. Volvo invests heavily in maintaining top safety scores, but rumor has it the 2025 XC90 could come with new automated driving aids that some testers find overly intrusive. Will these advanced features confirm Volvo's lead in automotive safety, or frustrate drivers who prefer more control? While Volvo refines its classic approach, another BMW product is embracing edgier design cues. If the X8 is all about high-end opulence, the 2025 BMW X2 is about injecting a little rebellion into the compact SUV class. Borrowing inspiration from the X6's coupe-like roofline, the X2 aims to stand out in a sea of boxy crossovers. Some love the adventurous silhouette, others question its practicality. But one thing's for sure, it's grabbing attention. Under the hood, rumors confirm two turbocharged 4-cylinder options. The xDrive 28i is said to serve up 241 horsepower, hitting 60 miles per hour in around 5.7 seconds, a respectable figure for a smaller SUV. If that's not thrilling enough, the M35i allegedly cranks things up to 312 horsepower, featuring hardened internals for extra durability. Critics wonder if this level of performance in a compact build leads to a stiff ride, but BMW claims they've balanced comfort and handling quite well. Inside, the X2 is expected to modernize its layout. A larger touchscreen, a redesigned floating center console with extra storage, and improved smartphone integration. Yet, BMW watchers are raising eyebrows at rumored cost-cutting measures, from using more hard plastics in hidden areas to removing certain adjustable seat settings. Whether these claims hold up remains to be seen. Then there's the brand's signature question. Does the X2 truly differentiate itself from the X1 besides its sloped roof and slightly different exterior panels? Enthusiasts say yes, pointing to more aggressive tuning, bolder styling, and a cooler vibe. Skeptics, though, see it as a marketing ploy to charge extra for design flourishes. But if you prefer timeless tradition over fresh flair, the next SUV won't disappoint. The 2025 Mercedes-Benz G-Class keeps its iconic boxy shape, but don't be fooled, there's modern tech lurking beneath that nostalgic silhouette. Rumors swirl about subtle enhancements like a reimagined front grille, a more aerodynamic bumper, and even a small roof-mounted spoiler. Purists have voiced concerns that too many aerodynamic tweaks could dilute the G-Wagon's rugged charm. Yet, Mercedes remains confident in these changes. Under the hood, the latest G550 is rumored to drop its classic V8 in favor of a turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six paired with a 48-volt hybrid system. This shift is generating uproar among some die-hard fans, who claim the throaty V8 is half the reason they love the G-Class. Others welcome the modern powertrain, saying it's a necessary evolution for better efficiency and a smoother, more refined ride. Step inside, and any notion of the G-Class being a relic evaporates. Plush leather seats, a digital cockpit with massive displays, and advanced off-road assist systems remind you this is no ordinary SUV. You can still lock all three differentials, scale almost any terrain, and tow a significant load, but now you can also enjoy a massaging seat in the middle of the wilderness if you so choose. Starting around $150,000, the G-Class remains out of reach for most, but it has an enduring appeal. Whether it's flaunted in upscale shopping districts or conquering sand dunes, It's an icon that refuses to fade. The only question is whether the new hybrid powertrain can live up to the legend. Speaking of legends, we're about to dive into a Range Rover that might just steal the performance crown. With so many brands jockeying for attention, Land Rover decided to step on the gas, literally. The 2025 Range Rover Sport SV is rumored to push 626 horsepower from its twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8, delivering a potential 0 to 60 time of just 3.6 seconds. That's enough to make even sports car enthusiasts raise an eyebrow. Some question the logic of unleashing that kind of power in an SUV that might never see a racetrack. Others applaud the brand for making something that's equal parts opulent cruiser and thrill machine. Beyond the engine, the Sport SV could debut groundbreaking 6D dynamic suspension, incorporating advanced hydraulics and air springs for minimal body roll, even during aggressive cornering. Detractors ask, does such tech complexity just add one more headache to the long-term reliability puzzle? Fans wave off the concerns, claiming that pushing boundaries is what keeps the industry evolving. Inside, the Sport SV is said to be a near-silent sanctuary, featuring top-of-the-line materials, heated and ventilated seats, and a monstrous 29-speaker sound system that even integrates speakers into the seatbacks. The rumor mill claims you can physically feel the music reverberate through your body, a gimmick or an immersive sensory experience. Opinions differ. One thing that's not up for debate is the price. Starting around $180,000, it joins the stratosphere of ultra-luxury SUVs. Whether it's worth that lofty figure remains an open question. For Range Rover fans, the Sport SV represents the pinnacle of British automotive craftsmanship, but its reliability record will be under the microscope. Meanwhile, there's a sleek Italian sedan that refuses to be overshadowed. SUVs may dominate the market, but Alfa Romeo is determined to keep the sports sedan alive and well. The 2025 Giulia maintains its spirited 2.0-liter turbocharged engine with 280 horsepower, a figure that's plenty to induce grins on winding roads. What sets the Giulia apart is its razor-sharp handling and steering feedback, attributes that have made it a driver's favorite. Still, whispers about reliability concerns hover, and some shoppers remain wary of Alfa's track record. This year, the brand offers only 2 trims, including a limited Tributo Italiano edition. Sporting unique wheels, adaptive suspension, and flamboyant styling cues, it aims to capture the hearts of enthusiasts who crave exclusivity. After all, part of Alfa Romeo's appeal lies in its romantic aura, a feeling that you're piloting a piece of rolling art rather than just a machine. Inside, the Giulia rewards you with leather-trimmed sport seats, a new 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, and an 8.8-inch touchscreen. While some critics harp on the infotainment system's learning curve, fans praise its clean layout and minimal distraction. The debate continues, though, on how seamlessly Alfa can blend technology with old-school driving passion. Fuel efficiency stands out as an advantage, reaching up to 33 miles per gallon on the highway. That's no small feat for a sedan that can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 5.5 seconds with all-wheel drive. As ever, the Giulia invites you to experience the joy of driving first and worry about practicality second. Whether that philosophy resonates depends on whether you believe cars should stir the soul or just get you from point A to B. Speaking of practical choices, our next section explores 2 models that strike a balance between everyday dependability and modern flair. Honda's CR-V is a name so familiar it's practically synonymous with reliability. But the 2025 edition isn't content to rest on its laurels. Rumor has it Honda's doubling down on hybrid technology, refining the sport and sport touring trims to deliver better performance and more efficient fuel economy. Enthusiasts of the brand wonder if Honda has finally cracked the code for blending practicality and exhilaration. That's not to say the CR-V is pretending to be a sports car. Instead, it remains a master of comfort and everyday usability. Its 190 horsepower turbocharged 1.5-liter 4-cylinder in non-hybrid trims offers enough pep for most driving scenarios. The real kicker is how seamlessly Honda's continuously variable transmission does its job. Some call it smooth and easy, while others find CVTs dull. Inside, you'll find an evolved design language with updated tech, including hill descent control, standard 18-inch wheels on most trims, and improved smartphone integration. Higher trims might feature wireless charging, bigger infotainment screens, and plush seating that challenges what you might expect from a mainstream SUV. However, there are whispers that Honda's still grappling with road noise issues, something critics have flagged for years. In terms of practicality, the CR-V flexes nearly 39 cubic feet of cargo space, enough for everything from groceries to a weekend's worth of camping gear. Though Honda rarely dives into shocking controversies or radical designs, it consistently nails the essentials. And that may well keep the CR-V a class leader for another generation. But if you're looking for a bold step into the future, Tesla has a few surprises up its sleeve. Love or hate the brand, Tesla continues to make waves. The 2025 Model Y arrives with a refreshed design, including rumored angular taillights, an eye-catching light bar, and sleek new wheel options that spark debate about whether Tesla is going for style over substance. Critics raise concerns about the brand's historically spotty build quality, while fans remain confident that each new year brings improvements. One of the most talked about changes? Tesla's decision to remove steering column stalks entirely, placing gear selection on the central touchscreen and essential controls on the steering wheel's buttons. Some drivers call it futuristic and intuitive, others find it borderline distracting. And it doesn't stop there. Tesla's rumored updates to the suspension system aim to deliver a smoother, more conventional ride than earlier Model Y iterations. Inside, you can expect Tesla's typical minimalist approach. High-quality synthetic leather, subdued ambient lighting, and a panoramic glass roof set the tone for a modern cockpit. The brand also teases the possibility of a rear seat climate control screen, a small yet thoughtful addition that might elevate passenger comfort. Add in a potential range boost. Some say it could stretch another 15 to 20 miles on a single charge, and the Model Y remains a strong contender in the EV segment. Still, some controversies won't die down. Reports about Tesla's evolving autopilot features raise questions about safety and reliability, while consumer watchdogs scrutinize each over-the-air update. It's a reminder that while Tesla often leads in innovation, it doesn't always come without drama. Even so, the Model Y continues to carve out its place as the face of the electric crossover movement.